Hi there, I'm Estie Rose, a genetic counselor with JScreen. Today, we're going to talk about how genetic diseases are inherited. Don't worry if that sounds complicated. I'm here to break it down for you in simple terms. Think of genes like an instruction manual. We all have 2 copies of each gene, one from our mom and one from our dad. These genes tell our body how to grow, develop, and function. Sometimes one of the instructions has a typo, and we call this a mutation. Some of the time, this isn't a problem because we have a backup copy that may be sufficient to avoid any symptoms of the disease. But here's where it gets interesting. There are different ways that genetic diseases can be passed down in families. Recessive diseases result from 2 so-called typos, one from each parent. Think of it like headlights on a car. If one goes out, you can still see ahead of you in the dark. But if both headlights go out, that's a bigger problem. Being a carrier is very common. Carriers have one working copy and one with a mutation that renders that copy of the gene not working. Carriers are usually healthy, but they can pass a mutation to their children. Dominant diseases are different. Think of them kind of like a bicycle. If even one wheel goes flat, that bicycle is not going to work. One wheel is not sufficient. Similarly, one copy of a mutation in the case of an autosomal dominant disease is sufficient to cause symptoms. Then there are X-linked diseases. These are unique because they're on the X chromosome. Females have 2 X chromosomes, so they usually have a backup. So even if a mutation occurs in a gene on the X chromosome, that female is healthy. But men only have 1 X chromosome, so they're more likely to be affected by these conditions. Females who are carriers of X-linked conditions and do not have any symptoms are still at risk of passing the condition on to their male offspring. You might wonder, how do I know what's in my family, especially if your family doesn't seem to have a history of genetic conditions? Here's the empowering part. You don't have to guess. Understanding how genetic diseases work and accessing appropriate testing can help you make informed decisions about your health and your family's future. Whether you're planning a family or just want to understand your health risks better, genetic testing can give you the knowledge you need to take control. If you'd like to learn more about genetic screening and how it might help you, visit jscreen.org.